I've grown up in County Sligo myself, and we're now living in Sligo, both Michael and I, for the last probably 15 years. Started off playing whistle, did various instruments. I seem to get a natural flair for the flute. It's the Irish wooden flute, of course. I was lucky to grow up in Sligo, I suppose. So many older great musicians that I would have listened to as I grew up.
I actually started as a 3-year-old on a whistle, singing into a whistle for a couple of weeks before I realised you blow into it. And my parents basically got me onto the whistle and the fiddle, flute, concertina, piano. And it was only when I was at the age of 9 or 10 that my father said that if he paid me 10p, would I learn the harp. This is very true. So basically, I didn't really tell people I played the harp because I was the only male person that I knew that played the harp at the time. And I felt it was very much a stereotypical female instrument at the time, and I was a bit embarrassed to play it, but I secretly loved it. One of the fabulous things about the harp as opposed to other instruments at that time for me is that it did afford me an opportunity to travel all over the world, primarily as a young lad with the Belfast Harp Orchestra under the direction of Janet Harbison. So this is Owen, our son, our oldest son, and Owen has been getting lessons from both mum and dad, and we're going to try a piece now that I wrote approximately 6 or 7 years ago. It's for a suite of music called Boroiva. With June as my musical partner and then wife, the harp and flute has brought us literally all over the world, from New Zealand to Australia to different places. We were both fortunate to travel with President Mary McAleese at the time in 2007, and I suppose in 2011 I was afforded the opportunity to play for Queen Elizabeth during her banquet in Dublin Castle in 2011. So I firmly put it down to the harp as being our national instrument, and it was a massive opportunity for me. The reason I feel that I can compose so fluidly is that I feel that the harp is really the reason behind it. I mean, if I had my harp in front of me here, my bottom finger here would be my double bass, my middle finger here would be my violin 2, my thumb is my violin 1, my right hand, you see, I associate instruments with the fingers on my harp. I spend an awful long time to try and make something sound simple and melodic and memorable. And when people hear my melodies, some people say, God, this sounds so easy and so simple, but they don't realise the sheer sweat involved in actually getting there.
I would say that Irish traditional music is currently stronger than it ever was. There's a massive amount of young people playing music. There's thousands of children across the country going to classes, north and south, across the world in fact as well. It's very much broadened into wider society in terms of acceptability.
I think that we're at a stage in our lives now, after playing 20-25 years together, that people are nearly as interested in our stories of our touring and maybe the stories behind tunes and why we come up with pieces. And so what does an audience get? I think that when they listen to June and I, that they probably get a sense of relaxation, that they probably enjoy the sound, and they probably enjoy the stories and the interaction that we share. Whereas music in 2021, music is online in 2021. Even though we're in the situation where we are, I would say there is an unbelievable amount of online stuff going on through the different social media. So I would also concur with you in that music is as strong as ever in 2021. Even though we're not performing it in a live audience, it's still there and it's still as rich as ever.